Good morning. Thank you for coming. I would like to welcome our esteemed guests here and people within our city and our community, Batavia, for the occasion of the swearing-in ceremony for our new Batavia City Court judges. Our new full-time judge, Judge Durin, and our new part-time judge, Judge-to-be Dave Solly. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to conduct these proceedings. And I would indeed like to express my congratulations to both of them on their commencement of their new positions in our community justice system. City courts in our justice system are very important forums in our respect to our community in many ways. First and foremost, city courts are probably one of the busiest courts in our state, and the court, out of all the courts, where the average citizen might have some contact. We are also a court where we can have a significant impact upon a variety of individuals within the communities we serve. So congratulations, and the best wishes to each of them on this journey. I don't want to be very lengthy in my comments here because this day really belongs to Judge Rogers and soon to be my friend Judge Solly. But I'd like to say a few short words. I've had the privilege and honor of being a part of this court for almost 28 years. It's been a very important part of my life and my identity. So the last few months have been somewhat difficult for me in terms of letting go and saying goodbye to the people that I serve in this court. However, the one realization that has helped me most in this process of acceptance is that the two men who will lead this court are individuals of high character and great integrity. They will bring a keen sense of justice and fairness to our court. I leave with the assurance that Batavia City Court will be well served by Judge Rogers and Judge Solly. Finally, although I have no doubt the City Court will prosper in my absence, I must confess I have one major concern and perhaps a complaint. I must give up my premier parking space adjacent to the courthouse over here. So I think I will survive. We have today various dignitaries present, one of which we've invited to speak. This is Judge Ferraletto. She is our administrative judge for our district. Judge Ferraletto.
Hi, everyone. It's so great to see such a nice big crowd here and so many wonderful lawyers and this group of students here for this civic affair here today. It's actually a bittersweet day because I've worked with Judge Balbick for a long time, and he should go knowing that he's really touched and improved a lot of lives here in Genesee County with the people he's worked with in his treatment courts. And I know that there is one thing that Judge Rogers will be looking forward to continue is all the lives that he'll be able to touch in the Buffalo City Court. Oh my gosh, Batavia, sorry. Well, they both start with B. There are 11 city courts in our district, and all of the city court judges, you really touch a lot of lives because of all the people that come into city courts with their problems and hopefully their remedies that will be able to help them. So I'm looking forward to working with Judge Rogers, who I've known while he's been working part-time, and future soon-to-be sworn in and soon-to-be wearing a robe, Judge Saley. We go back many years. So you'll be well-served in the city of Batavia. And with that, Judge Balbick.
So I'd like to now commence the proceedings for which all of you are here to witness. And again, I neglected to welcome all our people from, what school is it? You know, someday you people will be standing up here and doing the same things we have done today. You are the leaders of the future, and you should realize that. And I'm really thrilled you're here. Judge Rogers, please repeat after me. Put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. I, Durin B. Rogers, do solemnly swear.
I, Durin B. Rogers, do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Batavia City Court Judge.
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Batavia City Court Judge
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Judge.
Have already said most, but I do have a few comments. And I wanted to first obviously thank everyone for being here, taking time out of your schedule. I know it's busy, that's why we tried to do it around noon. To see so many people that I know, the B Squad, which I met earlier this year, and thank you, Ms. Gahagan, and the rest of the B Squad, and the rest of the middle schoolers on a field trip, am I correct? To see so many people out there, friends, family, colleagues, people Paul and I met on the way during the election, it makes it all the more special. I do have a few thank yous, additional thank yous, obviously to Judge Balbick for mentoring me for over 4 years now. It's been incredible, and more so for the time that you have spent in this community, the dedication he's shown in this community, and having served not only as Batavia's first full-time city court judge, but for over 27 years now. Your guidance and our friendship, I'm going to miss that. And is Jane here? I don't know if Jane was able to make it or not. Jane is here. Pleasure working with you as well, especially at times when I met you out back at 3 o'clock in the morning for arraignments. But I wish you both well on everything that you do. But lest you thought it was over, you don't have to worry, because I do have here a framed ethical opinion. Yes, it is the ethics opinion 18-38 that allows for a current judge to consult with a retired judge on certain factual issues. So you can't block my phone number.
We talked about this before.
We did.
Well, thank you so much.
I promise. I'd certainly like to thank the city court staff, Jennifer Wallace, Sarah Schuster, who cannot be here today, Deb Hanlon, Sarah Welker, Wendy Lojek, and Melissa Schutt. They're all just great people. I look forward to working with you in the future, and we've done a great job so far. And thank you, Judge Ferraletto, for coming down, as Judge Balbick indicated. Judge Ferraletto is the 8th Judicial District Administrative Judge. She's my boss. And the fact that she's come down today out of her busy schedule, I truly appreciate that as well. I'd like to thank my family, obviously my incredible wife. Probably all of you know my incredible wife in here. But my children, Bryce, Jacob, Natalie, and Luke. My brother Ty flew in from New York City. I appreciate him being here. My parents, Roy Rogers and Kathy Rogers. Yes, it is Roy Rogers. I've lived with it all my life. You get free fries going up I-90 at the restaurant. But we've lived with a wonderful family unit. My brother-in-law, Scott, and Val are here, and they've been instrumental in helping Ray. My other brother-in-law, unfortunately, couldn't be here today. My father-in-law, who recently passed away as well. I know he's watching. I know he's watching over all of us. I always said that during the campaign, if he had been able to do so, there probably wouldn't have been a campaign. I mean, he would have been out there, doing so much in the effort. And I know he's looking down today on all of my family and helping us. And none of this could have been done without them. And not only in life, but what I'm going to go into over the future. And so I thank each of them. And I thank all the people who supported me. And I thank the people of Batavia who came out and allowed me to continue to serve. I look forward to doing that, and I thank them so much. As Judge Balbick has said, and Judge Ferraletto said about city courts, many times the city court is the first court that anyone in a community has contact with, and that's no different for Batavia City Court. I know it's a great court. We have so much to offer here by way of services, whether that's treatment courts or veterans court. It's a fantastic court, and sometimes I even equate it to an emergency room. And I've said this once or twice to some people. You never know what you're going to get in city court. You could be doing a landlord-tenant matter or a small claims matter and immediately go into a very serious criminal case. So I think it's important to know that city courts are here, obviously, to assist. As I go into the next chapter of my life, as my family goes into the next chapter of our lives, I do want the residents of Batavia to know that I will abide by the law. I will treat people fairly and equally in the administration of justice. I will use those resources that we have, those treatment courts that we have, but I'll still hold people accountable. And I will certainly, in this case, hold true to my values and hold true to the values for the people that have entrusted me to do this job. So I thank you very much, and I look forward to working with you and seeing many of you out that way, not up here. So thank you. David J. Solly. Dave, many of the attorneys out here know, he's been practicing law 41 years now. He has lived in this community with his wife Liz for over 43 years, raising their children, and now they have grandchildren as well. And for those of you who know Dave Solly, you know the breadth and extent of his knowledge. I dare say he's probably had a case in about any area of law that you can imagine. You name it, he's probably done it. And I guess yesterday I asked Dave, what should I say about you? And what was your response?
Just speak from your heart.
Speak from your heart. And I had this whole list of stuff I was going to say, but I'm not going to do that. And speaking from the heart, Dave, I've learned, is a man of dedication, of knowledge, and I think most importantly, compassion. And I know that the city of Batavia and its residents are going to be blessed by the fact that Dave is going to be serving on the bench. And so with that, Dave, I'd ask you and your family, if you wish, to come up and place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I, David J. Solly, do solemnly swear
I, David J. Solly, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Batavia City Court Judge
of the office of Batavia City Court Judge
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Everyone. David Solly, Hometown City Court Judge.
Well, I will be very brief. This is really Durin's day, and I just want to let you all know that I've appreciated all the support that I've received from this community over the years, over the many years I've been here. You know, I came here from Buffalo, and it's a beautiful place. I wasn't here very long before I decided this is where I wanted to practice, and I'm just very happy that I have the opportunity now to have some of the impact that Judge Ferroletto and Judge Balbick and Judge Rogers have talked about having on the residents of this community. And, you know, it's one of the very first things 41 years ago that I walked up the stairs of the old City Hall, and Judge Lawrence Schultz was there, and I got to experience Batavia City Court in a very different way. It was a very different time, and it's been a long progression for this court, and I know I have big shoes to fill in terms of the way that these two judges have really improved and advanced this court, and it's going to be challenging for me to do that. And again, I want to say thank you all, and I'm very happy that a small portion of my family could be here. I have a very large family, and it would have filled up this room if everybody showed up, but fortunately they're all around different areas. So again, thank you all, and I thank the City Council for appointing me, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Thank you.